Long before the time of Ibrahim, or Musa, before great empires rose and prophets were sent to nations, there lived a man whose wisdom, knowledge, and closeness to Allah earned him a place unlike any other. His name was Idris, a prophet wrapped in mystery, known for his deep devotion, unmatched intellect, and a miraculous journey that ended not with death, but with ascension. He was the first to write with a pen, the first to teach people the knowledge of the stars and sciences, and the first to wear stitched clothing. Idris, wasn't just a prophet, he was a pioneer. A thinker. A man chosen by Allah and honored in a way very few have ever been. But who exactly was he? What made him so special? And what is the story behind his rise to the heavens? Join us as we uncover the fascinating, often forgotten legacy of Prophet Idris, a man of truth, patience, and a soul so pure that even the angels were in awe. Prophet Idris, a life of knowledge, piety, and elevation. Introduction to Prophet Idris, Idris, is one of the earliest prophets mentioned in Islamic tradition. He is believed to be the great-grandfather of Prophet Noah, His name appears twice in the Qur'an, and though brief, the mentions are full of honor. Idris is known by some scholars to be the same as Enoch in Judeo-Christian texts. His lineage. He is a descendant of Prophet Adam, through Seth, Sheath, Some scholars say his real name was Achnik, and he was later called Idris, derived from Dars, study, due to his deep love for knowledge and learning. Firsts in human history. Prophet Idris, holds the distinction of being the first to do many things in human history. First to write with a pen. He was the first human to record knowledge in written form. First to sew clothes and wear stitched garments. Before him, people wore animal skins or leaves. First to study astronomy and mathematics. He introduced people to basic sciences and organized time through calendars. Introduced different skills and crafts. Idris taught people how to make tools, weapons, and how to use metals, especially iron. First to tame and ride horses. A revolutionary development that changed travel and trade. Taught people wisdom and moral discipline. He was a great teacher, philosopher, and spiritual guide. His role as a prophet. Allah chose Idris, as a prophet during a time when humanity was still learning how to live righteously on earth. He was sent to guide his people after the death of Prophet Seth. He warned his people against sin, idol worship, and arrogance, and invited them to worship Allah alone. Idris, emphasized truthfulness, patience, charity, and gratitude. His character. The Quran describes him with powerful praise and mention in the book, Idris. Indeed, he was a man of truth and a prophet. Surah Maryam 1956. And we raised him to a high station. Surah Maryam 1957. Idris, was known for his deep wisdom, devotion to worship, patience and calm nature, strong leadership and justice. The ascension to the heavens. One of the most miraculous and mysterious parts of Idris's life is his ascension to the heavens. According to narrations, Idris once asked an angel to take him to the heavens so he could witness the world of the angels and the unseen. The angel lifted him, with the permission of Allah, from earth through the skies. When they reached the fourth heaven, Allah's command came that Idris would remain there. This is reflected in the verse. And we raised him to a high station. Scholars interpret this as either a physical ascension or a spiritual elevation in rank. According to Hadith, when the Prophet Muhammad ascended during Isra and Miraj, he met Idris, in the fourth heaven. His people and his mission. Idris, lived during a time when people were drifting into disobedience and arrogance. He called them back to Allah with wisdom and patience. He is said to have led a group of righteous believers who followed him and migrated with him to escape corruption, one of the earliest examples of hijra, migration for the sake of Allah. Many narrations say he lived in Babylon and later migrated to Egypt, where he continued spreading the message of monotheism. his miraculous knowledge. Allah granted Idris a.s. special knowledge not given to others before him. He understood the movements of the stars, the structure of the heavens, and the calculation of time. He helped humans keep track of days, months, and years, laying the foundation for calendars. His understanding of the universe led to people respecting him not just as a prophet, but also as a scientist and philosopher of his time. His death, or absence of it. According to most Islamic scholars, Idris a.s. did not die a normal death. Instead, Allah raised him to the heavens, similar to what would later happen with Isa a.s. Jesus. His exact return or end is unknown, it remains a divine mystery, but his legacy continues. Lessons from his life. Here are key lessons we can learn from Prophet Idris a.s. 1. Seek knowledge. Idris a.s. dedicated his life to learning and teaching. As Muslims, we are encouraged to seek beneficial knowledge in all areas, religion, science, and beyond. 2. Value time. Idris taught people to understand time and use it wisely, a reminder that our time in this world is short and must be used for good. 3. Balance faith and skill. He combined worship with work, spirituality with science. A true believer doesn't isolate from the world but contributes to it. 4. Lead by example. Idris a.s. guided his people with patience, justice, and wisdom. We should strive to influence others through our actions, not just our words. 5. Stay righteous in a corrupt world. Even when the world around him turned dark, Idris a.s. remained firm in his belief. In difficult times, we must hold on to faith and surround ourselves with the righteous. Mention in Hadith and Qur'an. Surah Maryam 19:56-57 highlights Idris's prophethood and high station. Isra and Miraj Hadith, Sahih Muslim, Sahih Bukhari mentions the prophet meeting Idris in the fourth heaven. Other Islamic texts mention his virtues, knowledge, and noble status. Legacy. Though little is detailed about him compared to other prophets, Idris a.s. left behind a legacy of knowledge and wisdom, discipline and time management, spiritual elevation, inspiration for generations of scholars and seekers. He is a reminder that even in the earliest days of humanity, Allah guided his creation through noble, wise, and righteous leaders. Prophet Idris a.s. may not be as widely discussed as other prophets, but his life is filled with powerful lessons and spiritual inspiration. He stands as a symbol of balance between knowledge and worship, work and faith, intellect and obedience. In a world filled with distractions and forgetfulness, remembering the story of Idris a.s. brings us back to what truly matters: seeking truth, walking in patience, and aiming high, both in this life and the next.